I have a child, sixth grader, who pushes a little bit more. Now, she's not a bad kid by any stretch, but she is one. I always say she will be better served as an adult because she's strong-willed and she wants to live her life. This is the child that told me when I said to her, "You cannot just do what you want."
Yeah,
I need to know what I'm.
I like that.
Yeah.
You like that one too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, forget Sydney. She doesn't know. She doesn't sound like you're having fun. So, Princess, what's your reaction to spanking or not?
Like Harriet, I wasn't spanked, so it doesn't naturally occur to me to spank. However, I have a child that is a little more pushy, a little more strong-willed. She is the child that told me when she was 3 or 4, when I said, "You just can't do what you want." And she turned around and looked at me with all sincerity and said, "But Mommy, I really want to do what I want to do." And so that is who she is. I always tell her she's going to be better served as an adult. I do know she's going to be a much more likable adult. However, like I said, for me, this is a child of rational thinking. I have to talk to her. Now, my husband does and has spanked. And I didn't mind because I felt like it was necessary. But that's not my inclination until the day she ran from me in Nordstrom and got on the elevator. And I became that mother who wanted to beat their child in the middle of the store. You know how you saw that and you're like, why would they do that? And then I understood. So while I am not principally against it, it's not something that is for me. I do have a child that I can talk to, ration with. She is one that wants to satisfy her parents, and that is in the core of who she is. So it hasn't been absolutely necessary for me to do.
So it didn't bother you when your husband spanked?
No, it didn't. It didn't bother me. I mean, it was at that point that's what needed to happen. And I mean, even right now, I do have a sixth grader who is just about looking me in the face. And I really sometimes feel like I could push her down just so she'll know who's in control here. But again, I have to go back. I am at the point now that I'm beginning to let her feel the consequences of her actions, very much like what Lee said, the leaving of the sleeping bag. Because I remember I have been the mother that wanted to gather everything. I had everything. I had all the snacks. She barely had to think. Now she's in a rigorous school situation. She has numbers of activities, and I realize she will not be an accountable adult unless I let her feel the consequences. That's the only way I feel that kids really learn. When we really talk about spanking, I don't think that is the teachable lesson. The feeling of the consequences, the removal of privileges, and all these many electronic objects that they like to have has been far more effective in my case than spanking.